Welcome to the new Dragons of Abyss beginner rating classes hosted by Fralioak, Guildmaster of Dragons of Abyss. My name is Fralioak. I want to start off by giving you all a rundown of my experience and qualifications to both teach and instruct people in the ways of raiding. After that, I'll give a rundown of what the class will involve, what is expected of you, and what you can expect of me. First off, I have not only taught people in video games, but I've also taught a computer class back in elementary school. I did this for 3 years. I'm often called upon to assist people around where I live, dealing with electronic issues, other linguistic issues. In nearly every position I find myself in, it happens to be one of leadership, whether it's college, whether it's work, whether it's just around here or in games, anywhere. I've led the clan, Dragons of Abyss, on RuneScape for more than 2 years. We were one of the largest with over 400 members. We moved the clan/guild around to other games such as Fly for Fun and Guild Wars. That's before we found World of Warcraft and we settled here on Kareelstra's Alliance side. We've been a guild as of this recording for 3 years and have been playing WoW more than 3 years. The guild has been in existence as a guild/clan for more than 6 years, under the same leadership continuously. I'll be honest and tell you I did not play World of Warcraft during the original vanilla days. However, I came in Burning Crusade and leveled my warrior up to 70, Fralioak, my main. I had no idea what raiding was at the time or how to even get involved in it. During this time, I was working on my mage. Once my mage achieved level 70, I started to do some heroics, and began raiding on both my warrior and mage. I met some very friendly people in the heroics I did. They introduced me to some raids, asked me if I wanted to come in, and I got to start Kara and all those good raids. I found the world of raiding to be very exciting and a brand new idea, something different from anything I've ever done. I worked on my priest up to level 70 and ended up raiding every chance I got on all 3 of my tunes. I made many friends in hardcore raiding guilds and even moved my mage around for a while to learn the ropes of raiding and raid leading. I figured I'm not just going to learn how to raid, let's learn how to lead them. You never know when you're going to get called upon, so just kind of pick up on it. While I was out of DoA on my one tune, I didn't lead raids either in the guild or with other guilds. I was just one of their raiders. Once I came back, I was ready to get our guild into raiding. At the time, no one had raided before, so it was a new concept to all of our guildmates. We stepped into Kara and began progression. You know, we got our tanks, our healers, and our DPS together, and we just went for it. We didn't know if we'd need ranged. We didn't really know about that. We did know about crowd control from heroics, so we made sure we had at least a couple crowd controllers. But we had a lot of fun and ended up getting 2 to 3 nights a week of raiding in for about 2 hours a night. Sadly, our guild only progressed 3/4 of the way through Kara before Wrath of the Lich King was soon on its way. So we called off raiding in hopes of getting new recruits for Lich King and to focus on our alts or, whatever else we wanted to do in that time. I personally worked on my pally up to level 70. In Wrath of the Lich King, we immediately started raiding with our first 80s. As I said, we were recruiting for Lich King, so we had plenty of people working up. So once we had our team of 80s, whoever it may be, we started going into Nax. We cruised through Nax, while Nax was current content. We expanded from 2 10-mans that we had in Burning Crusade up to 7 10-mans and 2 25-mans. So it was a huge increase. Of course, with a large guild comes a lot of unique personalities, and that became the downfall for many of our newer members. You tend to get cliques. Your 10-mans become cliques. Your 25-mans become their own. We decided to clear some stuff out and let people who weren't happy move in their separate directions. We decided to slim down to 3 10-mans and then down to 2 10-mans. With all the new guilds popping up and a decline in friendly attitudes in our server, we began struggling to keep 1 10-man as we were still more of a casual guild. We were clearing Nax 10 and 25 in about 1.5 hours and started working on Ulduar when it came out. Sadly, that was when our guild roster was declining, and we only managed to down half of Ulduar before Trial of the Crusader came out. We focused on that immediately and began to start clearing it fairly quickly. We didn't attempt any of the hard modes though. Once Icecrown Citadel came out, we became more focused solely on that and progressed through the first wing before the second launched. We decided this is more hardcore content, it's time to recruit for hardcore raiders. When the second was launched, we were still on the first. Eventually all wings were launched and we were only 5 out of 12 in there. Again, we were a little more hardcore, but we were focused more on friends and fun than, hardcore progression at any cost. At this point in time, right now, as of this recording, we are 11 out of 12. We still have not downed the Lich King, and this is on 10-man, FYI. We still have not downed the Lich King, but we're working on it, and we are having a blast working on it together. That's what it's all about. Our guild has done every Lich King raid and plan to do all Cataclysm raids. We would like to focus on 10-mans and Cataclysm, but, we'll see where the road takes us. Due to all the cruel people on our server, we are offering a friendly service to help train new people to raiding. We want to teach everybody who is interested and is willing to put out the real effort for it, how to raid and what it takes. This is in more than one effort. First, we want you to be able to raid successfully and not get chewed out by hardcore jerks who are out there and who will spit on you at first sight. And second, we hope that you'll stay with us and raid with us in Cataclysm. Sorry for the long autobiography, but I do feel if you know about what I've done and what the guild's done, you'll probably feel a little more connected and a little more interested in what we're doing here. Now I'll go through a quick rundown of what we're offering here. Our service is fairly unique, and not many, if any, advertise to even do it. We need many in our guild to begin doing this, and it will be in old Lich King raids. Until you've learned the ropes. Then, of course, we'll move up to harder raids together. They're not to gear you. These runs are not to gear you. They are to teach you. They're all about learning. So you can be in full blues, or you can be in full epics from doing heroics. It doesn't matter. Gear comes and goes, but knowledge and skill are forever. So whether you think you're geared for another run or not, you may be geared, but you might not have the knowledge and skill that it'll take to be both environmentally aware and used to your class in a raid environment. And that's what we're here for. We'll start in an easy raid, getting everyone used to working as a full team. During this time, we won't expect flasks, but regents for bus and repair money is required. We do expect everyone to be on 10 minutes early, which is always stated in the calendar event descriptions. If you are not on, you will probably lose your spot unless you spoke to the raid leader, in this case me, Freylioke, prior to the event. Again, this is to learn, so I'll do my best to bring you into unique fights and show you the basics. As long as you try your best, I won't get mad. What's expected of you? Simple. Bring enough money to repair, come fully repaired, and have regents for buffs so you're not asking to hearth out and get a summons back. Please come with knowledge of your class. If you're unsure how to learn about your class, please go to www.elitistjerks.com. Click on the Forums tab and check out your class's forums. They have a lot of information. It can be a little confusing, but do your best to decipher it. I have 980s, all but a rogue. I know a lot about each class, including rogues, but not everything about them. I can do my best to help you, but I can't promise that I will know all of the answers. Please try your best and dedicate at least 2 hours of raiding per night. That is what is expected of you. Sorry for the weird tangent there. But what can you expect of me? I'm calm and patient until someone gets an attitude, or until you stop trying. We've downed bosses with only 2 or 3 guys up, even with people who don't know what they're doing, so just never give up. Always do your best. If you have questions, ask them. If you get an attitude with me, or just don't seem to be trying, I'll probably call you out and get an attitude with you. I don't ever call out people for no reason. There's always a reason. When and if I call you out, please listen to my reason for calling you out and try to correct it. It isn't to embarrass you or make you feel bad. It's to help you and help the team as a whole. Yes, I make mistakes too. I call myself out on them. Everyone makes mistakes, but it's when you don't learn from your mistakes that you become a liability to the raid rather than an asset. These raid classes will be guild events up on the calendar. If you're interested in going, which is probably why you joined and are watching this right now, please click on it and sign up on the calendar so we know you'll be there. Please note if you click sign up and don't have a good reason for missing, you may not get invited back again. dedication is a must. If I'm going to dedicate my time to teach you, I wish for you to dedicate your time to actually listen and learn. Please click on the link in the description section below to go to the video letting you know what you can do to prepare for our raid nights.